as we discussed in the previous class about the three basic fundamental concepts of the accounting, that is going concern concept, consistency concept, and accrual concept. Okay, so in spite of these three concepts, we also study about the other forms of the concepts, that there are mainly 11 concepts. In spite of that, with three we can discuss here. Okay, so by stating the first point, business entity concept, afterwards money measurement concept, you can see here accounting period concept, cost concept, dual aspect concept, revenue reconciliation concept, matching concept, and the last is objectivity concept. So these are the series of the concepts which will have to be understand one by one. Okay, so first starts with the business entity concept. Business entity concepts indicates that the business and the owner or the manager or the you can say they are totally a separate legal entity. They are both separate from each other. Okay, whatever the money or the invested in the businesses, whether it may be paid by the borrower, and here the borrower is whom? Here the borrower is that person who will be the owner of that business, that manager in a form of manager or somebody else. Okay, so whatever the money invested in the business by these persons should be treated as a liability for the business, just because of that money which must be supplied or which must be paid by these persons or the individual that may be, should be treated as a liability for the business, and a separate interest should be charged on that money, okay, as an interest on capital, which leads to the reduction in the profit of that particular year. ओके, जो आपके प्रॉफिट को तो कम करता है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली इट लीड्स टू द इंक्रीज इन द वेल्थ ऑफ द प्रोप्राइटर, और यू कैन से द ओनर, और यू कैन से द मैनेजर ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ओके, तो बिजनेस एंटिटी ये कहता है क्या कि जो बिजनेस है, जो व्यापार है, वो और हमारा जो मालिक है, वो दोनों अलग अलग है, उनका हमारे साथ कोई भी रिलेशन नहीं है. ठीक, फॉर एग्जाम्पल में इफ द ऑनर ऑफ दैट बिजनेस परचेज द कार फॉर देयर पर्सनल पर्पज, और यू कैन से परचेज द गुड्स फॉर देयर पर्सनल पर्पज, सो फॉर दैट द सेपरेट अकाउंट शुड बी ओपन, दैट इज ड्रॉइंग्स अकाउंट. ओके, एंड ऑन इन दैट अकाउंट द ट्रांजेक्शन शुड बी रिकॉर्डेड, बिकॉज दैट purchase of the car or purchase of the goods for the personal purpose should be treated as a separate legal entity, because these are the two different sectors of the accounting. Okay, so this is what all about the business entity concept. When we talking about the money measurement concept, this concept directly indicates that money means the transactions which can be measurable in terms of money. That is irrelevant. I just give you the example. Decades of the years ago, okay, there will be a system of the barter system, and in barter system, what will be there? The commodities may be exchanged in one place of another. Okay, गेहूं के बदले चावल, चावल के बदले गेहूं, ये होता था. ठीक है, तो इस कॉन्सेप्ट में हमने क्या देखा था कि हमें गेहूं चाहिए या सामने वाले को चावल चाहिए. अगर हमारे पास गेहूं है और सामने वाले पास चावल है, तभी हमारा एक्सचेंज हो सकता है. और द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट कि उसका कोई मापदंड नहीं था, उसका कोई मेजर नहीं था कि हम कितनी क्वांटिटी में गेहूं दे रहे हैं और कितनी क्वांटिटी में वो हमें चावल दे रहा है. अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर नीड एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर वांट्स वी कैन एक्सचेंज विद ईच अदर. ओके, बट in that concept there will be no any measuring terms which can represent the specific quantity of that commodity. Okay, so this is what कि this transaction doesn't takes place in terms of money. Okay, वहां पर वैल्यूएशन ऑफ मनी नहीं थी, वहां पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ किस चीज की वैल्यूएशन थी, वो थी हमारी नीड्स की, हमारी जरूरतों की. तो ऐसे ट्रांजेक्शन्स को हम नहीं लेंगे जहां पर जिस लेन देन की प्रक्रिया को हम जो है मनी में नहीं कन्वर्ट कर सकते, उसको मनी में मेजर नहीं कर सकते. ठीक है, अगर हम वहीं पे कहें कि नहीं, आई विल परचेज दिस गुड्स, या मैं आपसे राइस खरीदूंगा, लेकिन इसके बदले में मैं आपको कुछ रुपए दूंगा. ठीक है, वो रुपए 100 रुपए, 500 रुपए, 1000 रुपए. तो as these goods may be purchased by the individual, and in lieu of that, yeah, in consideration, that person will pay a certain amount of the money which can be measured in terms of money. So this money measurement concept says that while preparing the statement, while preparing the accounting statement, you just have to enter that transactions which can be measured in terms of money. Okay. The third is accounting period concept. Accounting period concept states that whatever the transaction should be done over a certain period of time, Okay, that transitions, it is quite good if the business may be continued over a long period of time, and afterwards the accounting should be takes place. But in that case, the accounting should be only done when the organization should be wound up. Okay, but just because of the long passage of time, it's quite difficult for the accounting users to identify that whether the strategies or the policies which should be implemented in the organization should be in a effective manner, should the resources should be utilized in a efficient manner or not. Okay, so in order to identify the rules and regulations which can be imposed in the accounting, you can say strategies, whether it should be a justifiable, verifiable and quality purpose or not, they suggest that the accounting period should not be more than a year. Okay, the accounting information should not be more than a year. So the law should be imposed by the tax law that the accounting period should be only for a period of 12 months. Okay, for a period of 12 months, that is, it should be stated from 1st April to 31st March. And from this concept, the tax law identified the concepts of accounting period. That is, whatever the accounting statements in the account should be prepared, that should be prepared from 1st April to 31st March, which is quite enough for any of the business strategies or the policies implemented. If they wish to change the policies or the technologies or the strategies or the concepts regarding the business, so they can easily convert the policies after 1 year during a period of this you can say accounting time period, that is 1st April to 31st March. So this is what all about the accounting period concept. When we are talking about the cost concept or the historical concept, the cost concept or the historical concept, it states that the transactions should be recorded in the books of the accounts on a cost basis. Okay, cost basis or the historical cost. It means that in which the cost in which the particular asset or the particular goods which may be acquired, means कि हमने जितने रुपए में खरीदा है, हमारी जो कॉस्ट वैल्यू है, उसी कॉस्ट वैल्यू पर हम ट्रांजैक्शंस को या हम गुड्स की कॉस्टिंग को बुक्स के रिकॉर्ड्स में लिखेंगे. ठीक है, it doesn't matter, it is irrelevant, you can say that what is the actual value in the market. Suppose that I purchase a car, okay, costing rupees 10 lakh. Suppose that its market value is 15 lakh. So I don't go for the market value of the car, that is 15 lakh. I just have to record the amount of the car which I already purchased, which I already acquired of rupees 10 lakh in the books of the account, which the cost concept or the historical cost concept states. Okay.